Boy, time now for another exciting episode of Mr Nailsin Sunday Comics. And continuing on with The Black Terror, issue 1. Well, yeah, it's the first. I guess it is because I think he originally appeared in an anthology or something. But anyway, his first issue, read a couple of those stories. They were pretty bad. So I think we'll just burn through this and move on to something else next week. But anywho, here we are. This is his next adventure under a red sky. It looks like it's The Black Terror. Normally they have different titles for the different stories, but now each one is called The Black Terror. So here he is dragging a warship ashore while beating some Japanese soldiers, and looks like only one's armed. And then this guy is just doping up this girl. I don't know, but they're too busy. He's too busy dragging the ship, and his little buddy is too busy, I guess, fighting this soldier. Just how small is that guy? I mean, anyway. Bob Benton, meek, young druggist, adopts a secret role to crash headlong into America's enemies as the Black Terror, nemesis of evil. So that's what he's doing. Yeah. So in Berlin. So how can Jap agents, that's what he calls them, you sabotage America? Their faces stamp their nationality. We send Dr. Metz there. He'll operate on them so they can pass as accidentals. Some months later, in a hideout in America. Amazing, Dr. Metz. Ito now look like a white man. Does he? Unfortunately, the effect of this injection to operation will wear off. So he just suddenly turns back looking Japanese. I don't know. I guess that's how that song, Turning Japanese. I'm turning Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think. We do plenty sabotage while it lasts, then come back for more injection. All right. It's money in my pocket. Nearby, Bob Benton. A new wave of sabotage and jabs can't do it before they're so easily recognized. Watch out, Bob! A car coming! Crazy fool. Recognize them, Tim? No, but I got their number, X2700. Later in Bob's store, there's been an explosion at the Blake plant. Whatever. Bring all the first aid material you've got. Right with you, Gene. And well, at the plant, the man who threw that bomb escaped in a yellow roadster. You hear that, Bob? Huh? Oh, right. Go to City Hall and look up the owner of license number X2700. Phone it to me right away. I don't understand, but okay. Soon after, the owner is J. Jones, a likely alias 123 Holes Drive. Thanks. I'll explain later. But Bob! Mind the store, Tim. The Black Terror's going into action. So anyway, Blake job go off very well. They must be JAPS. They're not JAPS. I'm curious. Okay. Anyway, the nemesis of evil strikes. Ups a daisy, oof, bang. Funny how mad traders make me. Well, they're not traders. They're foreign agents. Yeah. I fixed this fool with poison ring. You like this? Shoe fly, don't bother me. Strange. Pin pricks. Phil. Funny. So then he's captured. Now we fix foolish meddler. Do your worst, you dirty traitor. While outside, Glad I tagged along. Think I'll take these firecrackers with me. Prepare to meet ancestors. Holy cats, not a moment to lose. Hi, fellas. Great work, Tim. Better hurry, Tim. They'll be back. I'm a whittling Morris, Bob. So anyway, like this, Tim? Boy, what a leap! Away in a hail of shots. What the? Going our way? I'm getting out of here. Sorry, bud, but we can use this buggy. Squad's left. Run 'em, cowboy! We're going back after those rats. Come on, Tim. We've got work to do. I'm with you all the way. Hiya, pals. Ooh, get them. Heave ho, me hearty. Yay! Keep 'em rolling. Snug as bugs in a rug. You boys are going for a little ride. Soon after, what in the world? Greetings. Got a present for you. They suffocated in the garbage. Here are your Blake saboteurs. Look, they're JAPS. An injection must have worn off. Hey, come back. Sorry, we've got work to do. Well, he didn't really collect any evidence or anything, so the police, but of course, you know, thanks to FDR, they probably would be turned over to. But anyway, how did those guys suddenly become JPES? Maybe we'll find a clue out on Holt's Drive. Meanwhile, at the hideout, wonder what Bob wanted at this address. Think I'll have a look. These men are saboteurs! Will you kindly come along with us? Leave me alone, my friends will follow in. Friends, eh? I'll set a little snare for 'em with your handbag. Later, in the deserted hideout, can't find the first cousin of a clue. Look, Jean's handbag. She came here, and they snatched it. But, you know, Tim's the one that's the more observant of clues and whatnot. Yeah. This torn letter, it is from the Manning warehouse. So, I guess they went there. Hopefully. Otherwise, well, soon after, outside the warehouse, there it is. And there are the lighted windows. Wait here and keep your eyes open. Now for a quick look-see. Huh. They have AstroTurf on their roof. That's strange. But, well, whatever. Heil Hitler! Banzai! Just as I thought. Japanazis! I think I'll... Ooh! Ah! Down into a trap. Ah, ready for me, I see. Wrap him up. Take him to the clock tower. Don't bother, I know the time. Oh, Black Terror, you. Inside the giant clock at exactly 12. You your wheel will mesh with the other one, and you will be crushed. Farewell, fool. In the grip of in the grip of an execrable time. If I can just get 1 foot free, it is. And kick that wheel. You're supposed to be super strong. You were dragging a whole warship earlier. I mean, say, what's wrong with the hands on that clock? Wiggling back and forth. The semaphore signals HELP. Hey, that's help. I'm on my way. Looks like curtains for the Black Terror. Again, you're super strong. Just break out. A bell to the rescue. Holy smoke! Guess I just can't trust you to go around alone. Tim, watch out. A giant hammer swings. Yeah, you never know when one of those are around. What? Oh, low bridge. Bong, bong.
boy, that was almost the knockout bell for me.
Wow, what a noise. Let's get out of here. Well, anyway, next day in the store, wish I had a clue to Jean's whereabouts. Oh, yeah, they didn't rescue the girl. Yeah, oh, well.
Here comes a customer.
He bought a very rare drug, and his face had the same stiff look as those phony JAPS.
What's holding us?
There he goes, and that Nazi's letting him in. Oh, that's him.
There he goes, and that Nazi's letting him in.
Let's get closer and check.
We are ready.
Oh, we are ready to do more sabotage for Axis. Tim, get gas from the car and set fire to the house.
There, wonder what Bob's idea is.
I just like to burn shit down, yeah. Oh, on an adjoining roof. There's the fire, and the rats are scurrying. Now for action. Gee, I hope Jean doesn't get burned alive. But anyway, first the water tank. Bullseye! So you could lift that, but you couldn't break out of the ropes. That takes care of the fire. Now to see what we can see. Whoa, Gene! I mean, I knew those rats would run at the smell of smoke and leave you tied up here. No, I was always going to get you out. I heard them say something about sabotaging an unfinished cruiser at the Diamond shipyards tonight. Oh, I'll look into it.
I don't see anything.
Wait, what's that? Knock the stays from under her. She'll slide down the ways and sink immediately. All right. No, you don't. Too late. Ship now launched. She will sink. If she hits the water, she's lost. There's one chance in a million. A giant strength prevails. Whoa, Nelly. Back where you belong. So again, he's shoving this giant ship back up on the launch docks here, but he couldn't break out of the ropes earlier. Yeah. Okay, it's one guy. He saved the ship. There she is. Make her fast, boys. But meanwhile, take that, American imp. Let's get away in that car. I guess he's hitting the kid. Looks like, well, whatever.
There you go, Blob.
I'll get them, old timer. Through the air like a hissing snake. Didn't know I had cowboy blood, did you? Oh, man. I skipped ahead. Okay. Come back. All is not forgiven.
Attaboy, dear.
Here's your saboteur, gang.
We'll be on our way.
But who are these people? What's the evidence? Later.
So, Metz injected those JAPS with a temporary race straightener.
Race straightener. Right. And now let's go out and buy our quota of U.S. war bonds and stamps. There you go. See? That's what they want you to do. Yeah. A. Thompson says, Doug. That's right, A. Thompson. I'm Doug. All right, well, let's continue on with the Crime Crushers. Who are you going to call? Here they are, Steve Barry and Ploopy Carr. Two of the warmest, most human heroes you've ever met. You'll thrill, roar at their exploits in a rip-roaring tale that'll chase chills up your spine. By Dick Hughes. This guy's shooting that guy, and they're being chased by a giant frog. All right.
I slaved for years for this. Can I eat it?
I've got an idea for a new service, Ploopy. We do things for people. Yeah, that's service. And so it happens. I've put an ad in the paper already.
Then we do it, boys. That's us. Oh, we're gonna clean up, Steve.
As the weeks pass, a college degree, and this is what I let myself in for? Arr! Oh, so he walks, he's a dog sitter. Yeah, okay.
Somewhere there's a war with heroes swinging their weight around, and look at me. Wah!
So, he's a babysitter. Uh-huh.
So anyway, a guy with my muscle playing nursemaid, and we ain't even covering expenses.
Am I interrupting anything? Shut up, Ploopy. She may be a client. I'm Gail Andrews, gentlemen. My guardian, John Merritt, wants your help in a practical joke on his brother Henry. A joke? What kind?
Boy, what a knockout.
Henry's president of the Merritt Bank and an old grump. You're to give him this note first, then snap his picture as he reads it. Here's what'll happen.
Oh.
I don't get it. The camera's rigged so it'll take his picture at the same time. If you squeeze the bulb hard, and what a picture we'll get.
Not us. Think we want to get thrown in the clink?
You won't. When he sees his brother John's signature on that note, please, for $100.
A gal like you and a century note? How can we resist?
And at the Merritt Bank. Newspaper photographers. And with a letter for me? Let's see. Here it is, sir. It's important.
This has gotta be good.
You'll be more surprised in a moment, pal. Give him the business, Ploopy.
Watch the birdie.
Then a crash, the thud of a falling body. It was rigged with a gun in it. Jeez. Merciful heavens, what? It's a bullet, you know. He's dead.
A gun inside the camera. We've been victimized.
We got him red-handed. In a flash, Steve acts. Don't show he's innocent.
I got an alibi. I wasn't even there.
Well, you were. Now you're assaulting an officer, I guess. In the chamber of death, a wild battle. You've got to listen to us. As he's beating the guy down. There they are. Let's bring it up.
Ooh, here's where I head in. Uh-oh.
What? Numbers still. Want to talk now or save it for later? You can't blame us. It was a practical joke that miscarried. That letter from his brother will prove it. Hand over 50 grand or we'll blow a hole in you. A joke, eh? Take these bandits down to headquarters.
Framed!
Great guns! I guess we were, distracted by boobs. En route to headquarters, we've got you dead to rights. You haven't a chance. That's what I'm afraid of, and so I'm making my own chance. Oh, crash. Sorry, boys, but you're not pinning someone else's crime on us. But, sure you were tricked into it, but, anyway, let's go.
Hey, I ain't got wings.
Look out. Oh! Okay. But, even after they solve this, they're still committing a lot of crimes here. Anyway. Hang on.
Oh, woe is us.
We're back again.
Home was never like this.
Look out. They're getting away. What are we waiting for? Hold tight. Then a bullet punctures the rear tire.
Oh, a good insurance agent.
Splash. Whew, man, this is terrible. Hours later, police are warned to shoot on sight. The escaped criminals are still handcuffed.
Yeah, and we got to get them off.
Come on, there's a department store. I'll take this file, miss. Hey,
Look at that snazzy dog.
it's those escaped criminals. Help!
Clear the road, we're off again.
There they go. Come back here, you. It's a revolution. Come on. A slam bang chase turns the department store into a madhouse. Head 'em off. Bang, bang, oof, sock.
Track 'em down.
I'm here. So, you're the fugitives. I'm ready for yous. So he slams down the hatchet and it snaps as they pass. You see. Thanks, pal.
There's another exit over there.
Trapped. Grab him. Let me go. Ploopy to the rescue.
Notice the footwork, pals.
They're in a blind alley. We got them. I don't know who's saying that. Run here. Come more of them. I don't see hide nor hair of them. Where'd they get to? Must have gotten away. Too bad. Oh, giggle tee hee. They're hiding in the.
They're gone. Come out, wherever you are.
What a relief. Let's get out of this joint.
Gee, can you imagine us fronting for bank robbers?
Bank robbers? Nerds. You didn't notice any around, did you? The object was murder, and we refrained for it. We've got to locate the real culprits.
Oh, yeah. How can we? You don't believe that gal was really John Merritt's ward?
I don't know, but the only thing we can do is check up. This is the place. It is, I guess.
If I had the wings of an angel.
What are they? Watchmen.
When they pass under us, take them. It ain't the heat, it's the humanity.
All yours, pal. Anyway, moments after. Who's there? Give, sister.
It was a good idea taking her from both sides.
I know what you're thinking. It's been torturing me, but I'm innocent. Baloney. You got us into that mess, and you've got some tall explaining to do. Talk fast. Don't look at me that way. When I heard what had happened, I knew my guardian had lied about it being a joke. He's not right mentally, and he hated his brother. Oh, Steve, you must believe me. It's hard to condemn my own guardian, but I'd never let you suffer for it. I believe you, kid, and I'm sorry. Come on. I'd like a few words with the old man. Pull yourself together, Mr. Merritt. What do you know about that camera? Camera? Gun? Those dreams. That's it. The gun inside the camera. Did you put it there? You've got to tell me. Those dreams, those awful nightmares. Take them away. Suddenly, a voice from the doorway. Leave me alone with these men, gal. I think I can help them. It's Dr. Rana, his psychiatrist. You might as well know, Doctor. I suspect John Merritt of murder. Gale tell me the details, but he couldn't have done it alone. There must be others in it with him. Then, help! Good Lord, that's Gale. And in trouble. Come on. Kidnapped. What are we waiting for after her?
Oh, help.
Okay. Faster. No, I won't endanger Gale's life or my expensive vehicle. No, or yours. We'll see where they take her, and then they went in there. I'll take the front, and you two take the back.
You may be a nut doctor, but boy, you got guts.
Shh, not a sound.
They'll make like an oyster.
Looks like they followed us, all right. Here goes. Look out, we're falling.
You're telling me. Oh!
They land, and a torrent of water pours through the chute. Great Scott, we're trapped.
Blub, blub.
The flood rises, and, keeps rising.
Somebody, what's said drowning's a swell sensation.
The ceiling and walls are steel, which leaves the floor. Dive, brother, dive. Thank heavens this drain lifts out. Just enough room to get by. Yeah, it's a good thing they made it like that. Yeah. Hope the exit's close. Can't hold my breath much longer.
If you ever called me a sore rat, I'll...
Come on, we've got to see what's happened to Rana and save Gail.
Holy smoke, there's Gail. And they got Rana too. And there's a hood with a Tommy gun.
Here we go.
Mini set us.
We'll handle all the killing rats. I can't use that toy, pal. Oh, I can use the boy. Yeah, whatever.
Look, they're beating him to a frazzle.
Look out, Steve. I'll get oof. He almost had you. Let's get out of here. Lucky I spotted that bird with the blackjack in time to stop him. It sure is too bad they've all escaped. He shoots that guy in the ass. No, the ankle. Okay, whatever. I don't know what either of us would have done if you boys hadn't shown up in the nick of time.
I want to thank Steve in my own way. Ever since I met you, I knew that someday.
You're sweet, Gail.
Huh. Some guys have all the luck.
Guess there's nothing more to be done around here, Doc. I'll see Gail home safely. You romantic youngsters, so long. This is no place for an old fogey like me.
Oh, Steve, I'm so happy that
I'm still a fugitive, Gail. Your guardian's our only chance. He knows something about this business. If only we could get it out of him. Try to think, Mr. Merritt. You've got to remember. Everything's hazy. There was a camera, but maybe only in those dreams, those awful dreams.
It's no use. You can't get anything out of him. He's a mental case. That's why he needs a psychiatrist.
I've got an idea. I studied a little psychoanalysis at college. Maybe if I could analyze his dreams, I might learn something, Gail. You've got to tell me about those dreams. Describe them to me. Think hard. That's not hard to do. Those nightmares, always the same. I seem to be running from some awful terror. A giant frog. Help! Help! Ribbit. And then, always it corners me. There's something behind its back, and I'm afraid. Keep away. Ribbit. Then suddenly, I see what it is. It's a camera, but at the same time, it's death. Take your picture? Take your picture? No, don't.
Frogs? You're wasting your time. It's meaningless.
Dreams are funny things. They hide their real meaning under symbols. And that frog's a symbol for something. If I could only find out what it meant.
Oh, you don't know what a frog means? Here it is in the dictionary. Frog, an amphibious animal of the family Ranidae.
Ranidae? Holy smoke! I think I've got it. Just for the heck of it, look up Rana. Pum, pum, pum.
It's here, Rana, a genus of vertebrates, including the various species of frogs.
Psychology doesn't lie, Gail.
We've been taken in by a monster, and I'm going to get him. Stay here. He's dangerous.
Steve, promise me you'll be careful.
Well, anyway, at Dr. Anna's home. Gentlemen, what? The game's up, you murderer. So, you found out, eh? You won't live to carry tales. Wrong again, brother. Oh, wait. This way, boys! Help! He's got the boss. Come on. Going down express to basement. I'll get him, boss. You'll get who? Ow! So anyway, Victory, I'll take these birds out and tie 'em up. I've got a few facts I want to get out of this guy. Start talking fast, Dr. Rana. You win. I had old John Merritt in my power, drugged and half out of his head, and I got control over his money. But his brother Henry's fortune was even bigger. I knew if he were out of the way, his wealth would come to John, and through him, to me. I needed a full guy, and you were elected. That still holds. Drop that gun, Steve. Good Lord, Gale. What does this mean?
Only that I've been in this mess with Rana since the beginning, and you were the sucker.
And I thought that you sap. We tried to make old John come to himself with that camera, but he was in a fog. So I took over. And now that you know that, there's something I've wanted to give you for a long time. Am I dreaming? An avenging thunderbolt strikes. Floopy! Oh! Here's my contribution.
Steve, he made me do it. I love you.
Stow it, you Jezebel. The only thing I'll take from you is a written confession. And that goes for you too, Rana. This confession clears you, but there's one thing I don't get. The girl being kidnapped. That was to lure us away. They didn't want us killed in Merritt's house, since our coming there might point to their being implicated. Later, we thought we were rescuing them. Steve and Ploopy, revealed as innocent accessories, are cleared of Henry Merritt's death. Well, back to the grind, but gee, we sure were crime crushers while it lasted. Forget it, Ploopy. This is the only kind of action the We Do It boys are going to see in the future. Oh, yeah? There's a thrilling adventure in store for our crime crushers. Don't miss our next issue. Well, we probably will. You know? Bobo the Hobo. Jeez. Say, Bub, can you tell me where a gal named Susie Garrish lives in Disburg? Sure. Third farm on the right. But don't let the cops see you. They're tough on bums in this town. A few minutes later. Scram, a car's coming and there's cops at it. Quick, run in this field and pretend to be one of the scarecrows. Phew, that was close. You ain't just talking. Hey, that scarecrow has a better coat than I have. I'm going to change with him. Knock it down out of sight quick so nobody'll see you take it. Right. Hey, what's the matter? You think you're the only bums those cops are looking for? Gee, Bobo, look at the trouble we got into. Why'd you want to see this Dame Susie Jarris anyway? She was my sweetie before I hit the road. The one big passion of my life. We were going to get married, but I had the travel itch. One day she sent me to the store for a pound of sugar, and I just kept going. Never went back, huh? But
she's probably married now. How long has it been since you left?
Let's see, it's just 20 years. Maybe she is married, but I just want to see her once, just to see what she's like now. I'll hide in the bushes and wait to see her come out.
Don't be a sap. Go right up and knock and tell her you've come back.
I can't.
Why not?
Where would I get the sugar? So anyway, later, well, Shrimpy, this is the fob. I think I'll go in and take one look at Susie. Come on with me.
Not a chance. Better not let her see you.
She won't. I'll keep out of sight. Gosh, I feel like crying. All this might have been mine. I might have been a big shot. And there's her husband. It might have been me walking in to greet Susie instead of him. Suddenly,
It's about time you showed up, you.
ooh, a few minutes later,
How'd you make out, Bobo?
come on, Shrimpy, let's get out of here.
Boy, you look like you had a narrow escape.
I did have 20 years ago. Oh, thank God, that's it. Oh, it's over. Okay, well, there we go. How about that? Wasn't that just thrilling as all get out? Oh, jeez. Hang on, I gotta take a sip. Oh, jeez. Man, that was awful. Kai and Friends says, good morning, Doug. Good morning, Kai and Friends. Kai and Friends says, Super Ploopy Man. Yeah, I guess that's who that was. Kai and Friends, Gail says they are trying to get my Ploopy. Wink, wink, says Terry Nee. Kai and Friends says, Gail is a man, baby. Hi at Terry. Terry Nee says, peace sign Kai, I guess. Well, there you go. Boy, you can see the impact that this great illustrated story has had. Yeah, it's just amazing. Yeah, it's pretty awful. You know, Black Terror it's one of those early superhero, but had a pretty cool design to his suit, but didn't really match the stories. They were all really stupid. Crime Crushers is terrible. Bobo the Hobo. Yeah. So anyway, there we go. So if someone sets you up to do a practical joke, make sure there's no gun in the camera. Don't trust a blonde who's all of a sudden into you. She's obviously out for nefarious, means or reasons or motives or whatever. And let's see. Don't just assume somebody is white. They might be in disguise with some sort of magical drug. And also, if you're still dreaming about some girl you used to know back in your youth, don't bother looking her up. She's probably a big fat cow who slaps her husband around. So there you go. We learned a lot thanks to the Black Terror. All right. I'll find something else to read next week, and that ought to be fun. I'm sure it will be. And I'll see you there. Thanks for showing up. Ravenscroft 82 says, hey, Doug. Well, hey, Ravenscroft 82. Thanks for showing up and watching me read The Black Terror. Yeah. It's only the first issue. Maybe the second one will pick up steam, and I'll check that, maybe next year. Ravenscroft 82. The more you know. This is true. The more you know, you know more. Yeah. Yeah, that's what happens. Oh, well, that's this episode.
episode of Mr. Nailsin Sunday Comics. Too bad it wasn't anything any good. Most of them aren't. It becomes kind of the point. But the main thing is they're public domain, so I can just sit here and read them right here in front of everybody. Yep. All right, well, that's Black Terra. I'll find something for next time. I don't know what, but there's plenty out there. And then I'll do it here and for your listening and viewing pleasure on Mr. Nailsin's Sunday Comics. Okay, it's not playing the ending. Jeez, it was working so fun, and now all of a sudden it does this stuff. Well, let me try to refresh and see if that'll do.